What's up traders, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into one of the most talked about stocks in the market, and that is Tesla. In this video we're breaking it all down, starting from the daily chart, zooming into the midterm action, and finally dissecting every single move on the 5-minute time frame. Whether you're swing trading, day trading, or just watching the volatility on the sidelines, this full technical breakdown is going to give you a crystal clear look at Tesla's current trend, momentum shifts, and potential setups. So grab your charts, hit that like button, and let's get right into it. So first of all, let's begin here with the most important time frame, and that is the daily, the bigger picture of Tesla. We can see here that currently the market has sold off over the past couple of days. We're currently still down here, for example, on Tesla around 1% as of today, currently the market open. But we have seen that the stock has been with a lot of volatility, right, over this year. We saw this high that was formed priorly. Obviously, we sold off quite heavily, and now we saw a nice bit up, a lot of higher highs, higher lows towards a formation of that upward trend until we found again the resistance at the important key level there. Again, at that resistance of $439, around $440, and now we actually sold off, and now we're finding a little bit of support here on Tesla. Now, the stock, in my opinion, is going to be pretty much flat on the longer term trend. There really is no advantage in going either long or short. But something I really want to show here is that even though we saw this decline, we did see the higher highs and higher lows momentum. So what this pattern to me shows is that the buyers have become more aggressive. So for example, in this case, this formation of the higher low at 273, we bid up and then we pulled back, and then it went at 291, right? So the buyers came more aggressive. They bought up at a little bit of a higher price to get this name pumping. But that's currently what we're seeing right now. And if we see, the stock did fail the 50 EMA yesterday when there was that extreme sell-off. Tesla was down around 3% here, but today, as of Friday, November 14th, the stock is actually finding a bid alongside the market, which is where I marked this level as being support based off this anchored VWAP here that came here from this formation of the breakout of the prior area of resistance. But currently here, I believe that the stock is a little bit extended, so this could be the balance. This could be the formation of now the upward trend, right? The higher low formation again, and then that recuperation above, and then that's when it would slowly lead towards the upside again here on Tesla. Although if the stock does pull back and we just do see a generalized market sell-off with the concerns of overvaluation, the AI play, etc., then we can pull back to the support 3 at around $355 because this was a prior area of resistance. We broke above it here on this date. It was very important. We like nothing. We sliced her like butter, and then I would not be surprised if we come back and test it and now act as a level of overall support here on Tesla. Now, same thing here on the hourly time frame of Tesla. We did see that obviously we undercut this anchored VWAP, which is the green that you guys saw on my daily. But that is where we're finding overall support. Generally, when there is a lot of buyer interest, we tend to see like some undercut of the levels. This can obviously happen at the 200, etc. So we see this accumulation, and then that's where we start to bid up. So in my occasion, I had to call it a rounded bottom, where we form that support, that important base that allows the buyers to have that full confidence that there are other buyers present as well, and they execute their positions. And then obviously the other side of the trade would be that people that see that the buyers are coming in, people who went short, buy back their shares, and that causes double buying here, especially in the markets. But something I want to show here as well is that even though we are below the overall 50 EMA, I want to show here that we are not too far away from it. Generally, the extension here is around, not too far actually. The extension is around 8% here on the hourly, but if we kind of zoom out here, we tend to have those pullbacks. So for example, here on this date, we pulled back around 6% here below the 50 EMA, but we bid up again, right? So it just shows that not just because we failed the 50 EMA, we should be concerned. Actually, it should be looked as a warning sign, a potential change within the overall trend here, especially here on Tesla. But we also are holding this overall pivot point here, S2, and that we failed priorly yesterday, the S1, but this would be an important level to see and monitor on Tesla, see if it holds. All right, traders, that wraps up our full technical breakdown of Tesla. From the bottom momentum on the daily chart all the way towards the hourly chart on Tesla, we've identified the key areas of support and resistance, the trend structure across multiple time frames, and the potential setups to watch as Tesla makes its next big move. Remember, price action is always evolving, so keep those levels in your chart, stay disciplined, and let the market come to you. If you found this analysis helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for multi-time frame breakdowns, and drop a comment telling me which stock you want to see next. Thanks for watching, and remember, don't let the markets whip you guys out. I'll see you guys on the next one.